Hello, this is Orit Gitanek, an LPC licensed counselor. I want to address depression and focus on 4 CBT skills to manage depressive symptoms. Disclaimer, this is no substitute for professional help. If you feel suicidal, please contact your local emergency hotline or the police. Depression is a serious medical illness that affects many people. It affects how one feels and behaves. People might lose interest in engaging in activities they once enjoyed. It can decrease one's general ability to function. Other symptoms include change in appetite and sleep, loss of energy, fatigue, feeling worthless, hopeless, or guilty, as well as difficulty concentrating, indecisiveness, suicidal thoughts, and self-harming behaviors. Fortunately, depression is treatable through medication and psychotherapy. I will address psychotherapy here and focus on 4 CBT skills. CBT is a cognitive behavioral therapy, and it is a clinically proven and highly effective method in treating depression. CBT helps the individual focus in solving problems by recognizing distorted or negative ways of thinking and challenging maladaptive thinking patterns. The first skill I will address here is relaxation techniques. Learning relaxation and stress reduction techniques is always beneficial, especially when starting to address a problem. Experiment with several relaxation techniques and choose one that helps you be calm and grounded. The second skill is cognitive restructuring and reframing. One of the major skills in CBT is addressing one's thought. Once you have identified the pattern of your maladaptive thinking error, or cognitive distortion, then you can challenge those thoughts and reframe them to a more realistic and positive ways. This is the core of CBT. Your thoughts affect your emotions and behavior. The more unhelpful thoughts are recognized and replaced with helpful, realistic ones, the more your symptoms lose their validity. So the key is to identify your cognitive distortion and label them as thinking errors. This can be done by using the skill of journaling and keeping diary of thoughts that affect your mood. Then you can move on to challenging those irrational thoughts and replace them with more realistic, helpful ways of thinking. The final skill I will address here is behavioral experimentation. Planning experimental activities to test the validity of a belief or thought. Think of it as information gathering exercise to test the accuracy of a belief that is not serving you. For some people beginning their journey in treating the symptoms of depression at this point of the cognitive process, i.e. the behavior, it's more effective as behaviors are easily identifiable than some thoughts that can seem automatic. In this skill, a person can test an existing maladaptive belief or experiment with new belief. An individual can ask around to check and understand better what others think about a subject. One can also start with just observing others to see if something he or she fear or believe is true. Educating yourself about a subject can also test the validity of a belief. So we covered here 4 skills to manage depression: relaxation techniques, cognitive restructuring and reframing, journaling and diary keeping, behavioral experimentation. This is Orit Gitanek, an LPC licensed counselor. Be well.